welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name's Lucy and this is Living with Lucy. So for today's video, I have been absolutely inundated with questions since buying our little puppy, Lawrence. I thought I would come on here today just to basically do like a Q&A for new pup parents, current pup parents, puppies themselves, you know what I mean. So I have got all the questions on my phone, so I'm going to try and get through them nice and quickly because... no, we don't chew the wire, thank you very much. Thank you. He literally, when he's distracted, he's fine, but the minute that he isn't playing with a toy, he requires a lot of attention. So let's just try and get through this video without having loads of interruptions, let's say. So question number one, how old is Lawrence? So currently speaking, Lawrence is now 10 weeks old. We picked him up at 8 weeks. This Friday he will be 11 weeks. So time is flying very, very quickly. And as you can probably see from the first video when we picked him up to what I just showed you a minute ago, he is growing really, really quickly. It almost makes me really sad because I think, oh my God, my puppy's like, my puppy's not gonna be a puppy anymore. Question number two. So where did you get Lawrence? So me and Stan found little Lawrence on the website Pets for Home. Pets for Homes is probably one of the most popular and reputable puppy finding websites. Well, we thought anyway. I mean, Stan's parents got their dog from Pets for Homes and Vinny's just absolutely gorgeous. Lawrence was from a really lovely breeder and he was really well looked after. We saw him when he was 6 days old, like I said in the previous video, and that was kind of our way just to make sure that everything was okay, and obviously it was. And we met Lawrence's mum, and we met all of his brothers and his little sister, so everything was really, really good. We had a really, really positive, do I want to say really anymore? I think the main thing for that is just make sure that you're fully kind of understanding of who the breeder is, where they are. Make sure that if you do go and view the puppies that they're with their mum. So question number three, this is possibly the most common question we get when we're out, or people don't really look into his Instagram and just see photos on a personal account, is what breed is he? So Lawrence is a red CAVAPOO. He is classed as a toy CAVAPOO. So he is a cross between a King Charles Cavalier and his dad was a toy poodle. Yeah, so he is a cross between those two dogs, and those two together create a gorgeous little CAVAPOO, don't they? Oh, thank you. Lawrence, who's that in the camera? Moving on, so how well did he eat food? Oh my goodness, Lawrence Miles can literally eat for England. So we didn't have any problems with, thank you, these are your toys. And we bought ceramic personalised food bowls because I read a lot of things on YouTube that said try not to go with like plasticky ones or like lightweight ones because obviously they can tip him over, chew and whatever. So we bought him ceramic ones, and yeah, he ate really well. I mean, we kept him on his puppy food that he came with and had been eating since he was about 5-6 weeks old. So it wasn't anything new for him. He knew it. He was comfortable with it, and still to this day we keep him on the... Hello. Come here. Lawrence. Lawrence, can you sit for the camera? Can you sit? Lawrence, sit. Good boy. Another question that was actually quite a good one. Top 4 must-have products for your puppy. I answered most of them in the video before this one, but I just want to reiterate them again because they are so, so good. So number 1 being puppy pads. Obviously, we live in a flat, so we don't have the luxury of having a garden. We do have a balcony, however, but he is still quite unsure of that. He is still so tiny, so I think where we're quite high, it does kind of scare him. But puppy pads for us have been an absolute saviour. He literally is so, so good now. He'll toddle off to the puppy pad, do his business, and we've only really had a couple of accidents. We're really lucky in the sense that Stan's parents only live down the road and they've got a lovely garden, and he plays really well in the garden with their dog. And he just absolutely loves it. So we're very lucky to have them very close by for him to go and have a little run around until obviously he has a second jabs, which are in 2 weeks' time. Okay, number 2, Definitely treats, absolute must have. I'd highly recommend the Wags range. We got them in our Good Dog box. Again, if you haven't checked them out, go and have a look on Instagram. They're absolutely amazing. Dog boxes, what better way to treat your dog than grab a box? So the boxes were filled with treats for dogs, and he absolutely loves them. He's got heart-shaped rice and chicken flavour. He's got liver and chicken bones. He's got chicken, and he absolutely loves chicken, as you can probably tell. Obviously chew toys. We touch wood, he hasn't chewed anything major, just my jogging bottoms are shoes, and that's about it really. Definitely invest in some really good chew toys. At the moment he's loving his frog, which he is really nibbling into the tops. Lawrence. And finally, I would highly recommend getting lots and lots of bottles of white vinegar spray, because when they do have a little accident on the carpet or the floor, the white vinegar spray brings it straight up and it reduces all the smell straight away. And obviously dogs and vinegar spray, I don't really think they like it, so it prevents them from doing it in the same area again. So highly recommend white vinegar spray. So the next one someone messaged me asking was, is Lawrence trained? Now obviously Lawrence is only 10 weeks old, but I was really kind of hot on him learning sit and learning weight from pretty much like 8 weeks. I was quite like, I don't know, I just wanted him to kind of know that training is good and he'll be rewarded for that. So I was really hot on like making sure he knew that when he does something good, he'd get a treat, and he's picked up the sit straight away. He's getting there with the waiting. Obviously he's a puppy. So puppy school, he's booked in for a 6-week course. I'm absolutely buzzing. He is just gonna be the star of the school, not being biased, but he is literally going to be the best. He's already doing so well, and I can't wait for him to meet new friends. I can't wait to meet other pup mums and dads and all these different people. Like, I'm just so excited, and he's gonna have so much fun because he just, honestly, he loves new people, he loves new environments, so it's gonna be a really good time for him to kind of crack, you know, going to a different place and learning lots of new fun. Okay, next question. What is sleeping really like, and how was his sleeping? And this goes back to the same question of him being so little. Puppies cry the first week, I would say. The first 2 nights we really struggled, and we're completely honest. It was so hard. He would cry and cry and cry and cry. He still cries now. Like, when he doesn't get his own way, he will literally sit there and just cry at you. A good example of this is when me and Stan are eating our dinner and he's not getting attention, he will just sit there and cry as if the world has ended. But yeah, the first 2 nights were really difficult, and it ended up with me sleeping on the sofa, Stan sleeping on a mattress in the lounge. We tried everything just to settle him in his crate, and it was really difficult. And like, people say, oh, it's hard work, but it doesn't kick in. It doesn't kick in until you have the puppy with you and you're experiencing those sleepless nights. And I'm honestly, people might think, oh my God, you're being so dramatic. No, I'm not being dramatic. Like, he literally requires 24-hour attention while he's this little. And it is really hard, but you have really good breakthroughs and you'll kind of start to gain in a routine. And at present, he goes to bed at about 11 o'clock. He has a little wee in the night, and then he's asleep till about 6:45 in the morning. So we are getting there, and me and Stan's sleep routine is getting much better. Let me just point out that I got up with him every time he cried. So prepare yourself for a few sleepless nights. However, when I say to you, he's been with us, well, like, nearly 3 weeks now. Is it 3 weeks? Yeah, nearly 3 weeks. It is so much better. I've gained so much more sleep. He's so much more comfortable. He knows his surroundings, and it does get a lot easier. So don't panic on the first week and you think, oh my God, what have we done? Because that's exactly what me and Stan thought. We were like, oh my God. But it does get so much easier. He's so much more chilled. He knows us really well now, and he will just go to sleep. So it's much better with the sleeping. Last question I thought I'd finish the video with is, do you recommend a dog for a flat? So this is possibly the most requested question I got. it's really down to you, the owner, whether or not you think you can give that dog exactly what it needs in the flat. I mean, we are so, like I said, we are so incredibly lucky with where we live. We live in a very kind of open plan living area in general. So literally you walk out the door and there's grass everywhere. It's extremely safe. Because we're on a new build estate, it's very quiet during certain times, and there's a beautiful lake around the back, and there's loads of fields, and we're very lucky. So when he is allowed to go out for walks, he'll be very well exercised and everything like that. But it just depends if you can really kind of ensure that they're safe in a flat and you can accommodate them, etc. That was a big thing for us. We knew that one of Stan's family members has 2 dogs in a flat, and they said it's been absolutely fine. We're very lucky. Our flat is very spacious, hence the reason we went for a smaller dog as well. So that's something that you need to consider, because you don't want a big dog being constricted to quite a small space. But again, whatever works for you works for you. This is just down to personal experience and how we've kind of found it. But he's happy. He does what he wants. He's very chilled now, so he will sleep anywhere. And our hallway is quite decent size for him to run around and stuff like that. But our main kind of area of exercise will be long walks in the morning and in the evening, because I want to do like some really good ones at like first thing in the morning. And then I've got so many plans. I can't wait to take him out. I can't wait to like take him to the beach. Like, we're going to do so many fun things together, and I'm just so excited for that. So yeah, that is basically my answer to that question. So those are all my questions that were sent to me via Instagram. If you haven't already, go and check out his Instagram account. I will leave the link down below. Go and give it a follow. His Instagram is super cute, if I say so myself. And just, I hope this has been a little bit more informative, or a bit more kind of interesting for you guys to know about, especially if you're getting a CAVAPOO or you're living in a flat, either or. And I just hope that gives you a bit more of an insight as to what to expect when getting your little pup. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, click subscribe, give us a like, and drop us a comment as to what you'd like to see next in the videos. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!